Hi, I'm Lisa Mitten, and I'm excited to bring this Playtime Yoga video to you. And this one is for Alden, Elsie, Calvin, and Miles. Hi guys, I wish we could see each other more often. It's kind of a bummer we live so far away. But hopefully you have fun today and enjoy pretending and doing some yoga poses. So I don't know about you all, but I'm an animal person. I love dogs, I love cats, but I especially love cats. For some reason, they just make me happy, especially if they curl up in my lap or purr, that kind of thing. So today, we are going to be Splat the Cat. Now, Splat is in bed, and he's sound asleep. So come and lie down on your back. Extend your legs out. Extend your feet out and your arms out and pretend to be asleep. Pretend you're Splat, nice and sound asleep. Maybe even snoring a little. Just letting your body relax. Let's take 2 more deep breaths. Feel free to snore if you like. Exhale. 1 more inhale. And an exhale. Now Splat, he started to wake up. And he began to wiggle. Wiggle your arms, wiggle your feet, your legs. And he rolled over in bed. And he rolled up onto his hands and knees. And he began to do his cat stretches. As cats do, they just kind of reach their arms out and stretch into their back. And then they go the opposite direction and arch up their back, stretching out. Let's do that with our breath. So inhale, drop your belly to the mat. Exhale, arch your back. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. And about that time, Splat thought, oh dear, today is the first day of school. And he started to get a little bit nervous. And his little cat tail, so make your leg your cat tail, began to wiggle. So bring it up and wiggle it around. Because he was nervous. He had never been to school before. Let's switch legs. Bring your other leg up and wiggle it around. That's your tail, and you're nervous. And he thought, oh dear, what am I going to do? So about that time, his mom comes in and says, hey Splat, good morning. It's time to get dressed. So Splat, he says, but Mom, it's really hard to put my socks on. Now, are socks kind of hard for you to put on? They can be a little tricky. Let's pretend to put on our socks, but we're going to make it extra tricky for us. So extend your legs straight out. Lengthen up through your spine, hinge forward at your hips, and reach for your feet. And pretend like you're putting on your socks, but keeping your legs straight. So that makes it extra hard. And he says, Mom, my socks are too hard to put on. So fold forward over your legs. And his mom says, Splat, you silly kitty, you don't wear socks. And Splat thought about that. And he was bummed because he was just trying to make up excuses so he didn't have to go to school. And then Splat thought, well, maybe if I hide. So roll over onto your hands and knees again and sit back onto your feet and then bring your arms in by your side and curl into a tiny ball. Splat thought, if I hide, maybe I won't have to go to school. And his mom once again said, Splat, that's not going to work. You need to go to school. So Splat had to get ready for school. So come on up. And he got dressed. And he and his mom headed out the door. And they came to the gate. So let's make a gate. So extend one leg all the way out. Reach your other hand on the opposite side of that extended leg down. And lift that leg. We've got a gate going here now. And he says, but wait. And he reached out and he grabbed that edge of the gate. Wait. And he says, Mom, it's got me. I can't go. And his mom said, come on, Splat, let go. So off they went. Now let's do it on the other side because they went through a different gate. So extend out your other leg, take that opposite hand down, lift that leg up, and then Once again, Splat grabbed the edge, and he's like, wait, Mom, it's got me. And his mom says, Splat, you silly kitty, let's go. We need to keep going. So on they went. And he says, Mom, I'm not sure I want to go. And as they got to the edge of the garage, his mom says, well, how about you ride your bike? Splat liked to ride his bike. So let's get onto our bike, because, we like riding bikes. So sit down, grab your handlebars, lift your legs up, lengthen through your back, and then begin to pedal your feet, riding your bike to school. But guess what? He didn't ride with as much energy. Usually he would ride like this. Do you ride with a lot of energy like that? But he kind of went slow in his riding because he was so nervous. Well, they got to the school, and as he was walking up, there was a flag post. So let's go by the flag post. And as Splat went past the flag post, he grabbed on with his hand. And his mom then grabbed his foot. So one hand is out and the opposite foot is out. And his mom says, come on, Splat, let go. It's time to go inside. And he's like, but Mom. And then he reached and grabbed it with the other hand. So other hand grabs it, extend your other leg out, and reach it up. And his mom says, Splat, it's going to be okay. We need to go inside the building. Come on down. Come on in, Splat. It's going to be okay. So they went to the door where the teacher was at and introduced Splat. His mother introduced him to the teacher. And as they opened the door, there were a bunch of kids inside. So bring your hands to your chest, and we're going to jump out into star pose. And star pose. As Splat went into the room, all of the other kiddies said, hi, Splat, and were so excited to see him and made him feel so much better. So now we're going to read the book about Splat. And if you want to continue with his adventure and see what happens at school, come along and just give me a moment to set up the camera. Okay, here's Splat the Cat, and this book is by Rob Scotton. It was early in the morning, and Splat was wide awake. Today was his first day at cat school, and his tail wiggled wildly with worry. Do you get nervous on the first day of school? I always did. If I hide from the day, maybe it'll go away, he thought. It didn't go away. Time to get up, said his mom. Time to get dressed, said his mom. I don't have any clean socks, Mom. Maybe I should go to school tomorrow instead, said Splat. You don't wear socks, said his mom. He should try putting them on like we did, huh? I'm having a bad hair day, Mom. Maybe I should go to school tomorrow instead, said Splat. His mom combed his hair. Perfect, she said. Do you think it looks perfect? Don't forget your lunchbox, said his mom. I'll need a friend today, thought Splat, and he dropped his pet mouse, Seymour, into his lunchbox. Wow, that's interesting, huh, to have a cat with a pet mouse? How do you think that's going to go at cat school? Time to go, said his mom. The front door won't let me out, Mom. See him stuck there? The gate won't let go of my fingers, Mom. The lamppost won't get out of my way, Mom. Mom! You can ride your bike if you like, Splat, said his mom. So he did, but he didn't say a single word. Welcome to cat school, said a big round cat. I'm Mrs. Wimpy Dimple, your teacher. Splat's mom gave him a hug. I'll be back soon, she said. You'll be fine. Everyone, this is Splat. Let's welcome him into our class, said Mrs. Wimpy Dimple. I like that name. Try saying it, Wimpy Dimple. It's kind of fun. Hi, Splat! See, they're all so excited to have a new friend in the class. Mrs. Wimpy Dimple began. Cats are amazing, she said. We're clever, cunning, and quick. Am I amazing too? Asked Splat. Yes, you too, said Mrs. Wimpy Dimple. Cats climb trees, drink milk, and chase mice, she continued. Why do we chase mice? Asked Splat. It's what we do, replied Mrs. Wimpy Dimple. Why? Asked Splat. Because. Why? Mrs. Wimpy Dimple sighed. Lunchtime, she announced. Splat opened his lunchbox. Remember who was in the lunchbox? Mouse! The cats did what cats do. Did you see poor little Seymour running here? And the cat's chasing him? Seymour hid behind a glass bottle. And when the cat saw his face through the glass, he looks kind of scary, doesn't he? They screamed and ran him away. Seymour did what all mice want to do. See Seymour chasing the cats now? Stop! Cried Splat. Splat! They didn't stop. They ran over the top of him, huh? Enough, Mrs. Wimpy Dimple said, and it ended. It's milk time. Hooray! But the door to the milk cupboard was stuck. No milk today, announced Mrs. Wimpy Dimple. Aww! Splat whispered into Seymour's ear. Seymour nodded. And then, a moment later, the door swung open. What's Seymour doing? Is he going into his hole? Yum! They're all drinking their milk. Mrs. Wimpy Dimple wrote again on the chalkboard. Cats don't chase mice. Hooray! Cheered the class. Soon it was time to go home. Splat's mom returned and gave him a big hug. I've got lots of friends. Cats don't chase mice. I'm amazing. It was early the next morning, and Splat was wide awake. Today was his second day at cat school, and his tail wiggled wildly with excitement. He was ready to go back again. Now, I just want all of you to know. I want Alden, Elsie, Calvin, and Miles. I want you to know, as well as our other friends that are watching, you are amazing. Don't ever forget that. Just like Splat learned at school that he was amazing, you are amazing. So fun to be with you today. We'll see you later. Bye.